What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about the best areas of London to live. As an American, I don't know much about London. I imagine it's a very busy, crazy, awesome place to live. One of the most famous cities in the entire world. But if you were to live there, where would be the best place within London to live? That is what I am interested in learning about today. So I want to take a little look at this video, which is going to explain some of the areas of London and why you might want to live in certain areas over other areas, or figure out where you might want to live. And basically, I don't know much about the layout of London in general, so I'm just really interested in learning about this kind of thing today. So let's take a look.
This few weeks, I've created a bunch of travel guides for all of the areas of London: north, south, east, west, and central.
Oh, is this how Londoners think of London? Is this how you like divvy up London? I've never thought about it this way. This makes so much sense. Is this like how people think about it? North London, South London, East London, West London, and Central London. Okay, that makes sense to me. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Central. And in this video, I'm going to compare all of the areas so that you can decide which one is best for you to check out. Or maybe it's all of them. That'd be great too. Let's jump into it.
Okay. What's this? Posh? Poshest? West? Push. What is this word? I'm sorry, what is this word? Poshest? I've never heard this word before. Is that what the area of West London is called? Or maybe they'll explain this?
London is one of the most expensive cities in the world, and there are definitely some areas that live up to that name.
That's a good thought. I just realized that is a really good thought. I didn't even think about that. I've never lived in some kind of massive city, let alone like a London, literally one of the most massive, famous cities on the planet. It's got to be expensive. It's got to be really expensive. Okay, maybe that's how you can make some decisions over where you want to live in London, or maybe better said, where you can afford to live in London, maybe.
West London is the winner here for the poshest area in London, and it's definitely the most expensive. If you stay in this area, you'll see lots of high-end food and drink places that...
Oh, I want to look at this map again. West London. Okay. I've never thought... I like thinking about London in this way. It makes sense to me. West London is the fancy part of London, the posh part of London. Okay, that's cool. How rich exactly do you gotta be to afford a place in West London? Are we talking like millions of dollars or something? Like, I know stuff can get that crazy in some parts of the world.
Come with also a hefty price tag. This is also where you'll find the most expensive flats in the entire world, and lots of luxury shopping at places like Harrods.
Oh, so this is just like apartments, or what people in London would call flats, I guess. These aren't just expensive. These are the most expensive flats in the world. I didn't know that. Okay, I really want her to throw out a dollar figure here. If she doesn't throw up like a dollar amount or a pound amount, I'm gonna look up how much a flat in West London would cost. I'm really interested.
You'll also find huge mansions, beautiful green spaces, and colorful houses, especially around the areas of Nottingham.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
Beautiful green spaces and colorful houses.
if this is what your park looks like in a city, you're in a pretty nice part of town, I think. Okay, so West London has a lot of fancy, expensive places to live. I mean, but you don't have to live in West London to enjoy that part of London, though, can't you? Maybe you can live somewhere less expensive and like take a trip out to West London if you want to go for like a fancy dinner or something, right? There's ways like for the rest of us who can't afford the most expensive flats in the world. Oh my God.
especially around the areas of Notting Hill and Portobello Road.
Okay.
Finally, if you're in the market for some high-end, unique antiques, this is the area to get them.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely looking for high-end antiques. Okay, she didn't talk about the amount of money, so I'm gonna look it up. Okay, here we go. The average price of a flat in London in 2020, this is 2020. I don't know about the UK, but oh my God, houses and just costs of living in the United States has skyrocketed since 2020. So this is 4 years ago. It was £420,000. Average flat in London. This is a flat. That's like a building with many residences inside of it, right? It's like an apartment building. What we would call apartments is like a flat. 420,000. No, I mean, that's insane. That's not a standalone home. Like that, like here in America, you could get a very, very wonderful house, standalone house for 420,000 pounds. This is just a flat in London. Holy cow. Oh, the price of the flat depends on the district. So that's all of London. What about West London? While terraced properties sell for 780,000. Semi-detached for 779,000. Rightmove offers apartments for sale in West London, including one-bedroom apartments for 485,000. How? Who's living in these? How are you doing that? I guess, as crazy as this seems to me, that's just the price of living in London. Like there's a lot of advantages to getting to live in London. A lot of great things. Particularly West London. Oh my God. 485. Is this the rent for the year? Or do you own the flat? Oh my, 2-bedroom for 685,000 pounds. I've seen enough. All right. I've seen enough. West London, probably not happening for most of us. Let's check out East. Most eclectic. Oh, most eclectic. Okay. East London.
East London is by far the most eclectic area of London. Here you'll find the City of London, which is one of the busiest business areas in the entire world. You also have Brick Lane, home to lots of independent restaurants, bars, and lots of vintage shops.
Vintage shops, bars, pubs, stores, a little business area as well. This seems okay. This seems fantastic. And it almost sounds too good. Is this, now that I kind of know, I think it's just expensive to live in London in general. But I'm still really curious how East London here and the other areas of London compare. So let's keep going.
Then there's the Barbican, which is almost like a city within a city built with the brutalist architecture style. But even with all the things that you could do and see in East London, what's super interesting is the diversity of the residents and the cultural aspects of the area. Because East London was traditionally one of the most impoverished areas in the city, it's where a lot of immigrant communities ended up living, and you can see that influence from cultures from all over the world.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. That is an amazing part of living in this section of London. East London, there's a huge amount of diversity. And I think that probably reflects itself in the stores that are available or the food that's available. And of course, the people living there. Okay, cool.
On the area even today. I think that's what makes the area so interesting and exciting. And it's why I choose to live here.
Oh, the host of this video actually lives in East London. She said historically it was a very impoverished section of London. So is East London one of the more affordable parts of London to live? Like if you're trying to live in London, maybe East London, like it has the diversity, it has the cool stuff and the shops and the business, and it might be a little more affordable than West London. That's for sure. All right. Next, we have North London, which is best on a sunny day. Okay. All right.
If you find yourself in London with a nice sunny day, then North London is probably the best place to spend that day.
Okay.
Why? Well, Hampstead Heath is a beautiful park that has everything from viewpoints.
What? Whoa, what is this? So you can like go to these parks in North London. You can find, this is like a view of London that you can have in London. Where is this hill exactly? Okay.
To leafy forests, to swimming lidos that you can go and take a dip in.
Oh.
Then the actual Hampstead area is a beautiful high-end place to walk around, have a cup of coffee, and explore when you've got a lot of sunshine.
This is beautiful. Is North London kind of known as being like the nature-y part of London? Because I'm really liking this.
We've also got Regent's Canal in North London, which is a great walk you can take on a sunny
canal?
day. You could start from
There's a canal? When? Who? When? Who put this here? Okay, there's a canal in North London. London is just so cool in general. Like as a city, I'm just enjoying some of the like sights that we're seeing here today. All right, let's keep going with North London.
someplace like King's Cross and make your way all the way up to Camden. But if you don't
Wow.
find yourself in London on a nice day, don't worry, the next place I'm going to tell you about is waterproof.
That's North London. That seemed pretty nice. That seemed pretty darn nice. It all and what I mean by nice is expensive. Nah, that's just in my brain now. Is like a lot of this stuff. London is so cool, so nice. Seems like really expensive. And ever since I saw that average flat is £420,000, it's like, okay, maybe just visit London. I don't know. I don't know who's living there. That's crazy.
Sorta.
Most weatherproof Central London. North London is when it's a sunny, beautiful day and you want to be in nature. Central London is weatherproof? What, is there like a giant umbrella or what?
The next category is most weatherproof, and Central London absolutely takes the cake for this one because
It'd be cool to, let me go back to this map actually.
it is most weatherproof, and Central London absolutely
Yeah, there's Central London. Be cool to live in Central London. Just from a strategic point of view, you can get everywhere the quickest because you live in the middle. So you can kind of go anywhere the fastest. Is Central London, when I think of like the center of the city, is it also like the busiest? Or does it not actually turn out that way?
absolutely takes the cake for this one because there are so many things to do in the area that are inside. That includes theaters, live music venues, comedy shows, museums, bars, restaurants, shopping, everything.
Okay, so it does seem like Central London, literally by being the center of the city, has like the most hustle and bustle and stuff and shops and museums and theaters and all this stuff. It's got stuff to do. Okay. I wonder if it's expensive. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Soho is also known as one of the best areas to go out in London in the evenings, no matter what day it is, and it's particularly LGBTQ plus friendly.
So if you like to go out and do stuff, like be active, take part in the city, if you like to go out and do stuff and feel like you're in the city and there's a lot of hustle and movement, Central London might be the best for you. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. Because if you live on basically anywhere else in London, you can kind of get to the outskirts a little bit, and it's probably a little less busy. Is that fair to say?
Central London does have a lot of tourist traps and overpriced places, but as long as you know where to go, you will have a great time.
Oh my gosh, wait. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about this, it's like Central London, I'm surprised that's not the most expensive area of London. Central London is where all the tourists go. It's got all the stuff. Are there even like residences there? Like a lot of like living areas in Central London? That seems like that would be the most expensive to live. Anyway, let's keep going.
And P.S. in this video, I tell you where to go to have a great time.
Okay, most underrated South London. Oh, poor South London, underrated. Well, we're gonna highlight it right here. South London.
Finally, South London wins for the most underrated area in London.
Okay.
And that's because there are so many amazing things to do in South London, but so many tourists miss out completely.
Oh.
To explore South London.
Wait a minute. Maybe this is a good thing. Because maybe it would be best to live in South London because you can avoid all these pesky tourists. Maybe it's like a hack. Maybe this is a good thing.
London, start by going to Brixton and heading to Brixton Village. This is where you'll find lots of affordable food and drink options, plus some great shops that sell things that you won't find anywhere else in London.
Okay.
Also, if you're a fan of live music, you'll probably end up in Brixton because there are some huge music venues there like the O2 Academy and Electric Brixton. Then you could head to Peckham where you'll...
I know she's only showing like short clips of London and South London here, but it does somehow look a little less busy. I think it would be maybe for someone like me who doesn't want to be bugged all the time, or for like I'm not even used to living in a city. Maybe South London would be best for me because it seems like the most low-key. She called it the most underrated. Has the least amount of people. You're still in London. So maybe this one's kind of speaking to me.
You'll find lots of independent restaurants and food stalls influenced by the immigrant communities that have called this area home for decades.
Okay.
There are also tons of great rooftop bars in Peckham, which makes it one of the most popular areas for Londoners to go out in the summertime.
Nice.
I have over 250 recommendations for all of the areas that I've just mentioned.
Okay, I think that's the end of it here. Yeah, I think that's the end. Very good. Very, very good. This was a nice video. Very nice video. This was by Love and London. And I got to give this a like. I really liked how she explained London's areas. I have never thought about London in terms of central, east, west, north, and south. And I think, from what I understand or remember, within these areas of London, there's like neighborhoods and stuff that get even more specific, probably. But this was a really great overview of London's areas, perfect for me to kind of understand what each area of London has to offer, and a little bit of like what it would be like to live there, and a little bit of how like expensive you can expect the different areas to be. But I think at the end of the day, it's just expensive to live in London because it's a really desirable place to live. Really, really desirable. But apparently West London is the crazy most expensive part, which was kind of funny. Kind of fun to learn about, honestly, some of the pricing. So I enjoyed this quite a bit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on where you think the best area of London to live is. That'd be great. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to the UK and UK culture, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.